into the darkness. I can see you guiding me. I'll follow in your footsteps, mother, for so long. Head into the darkness. You don't wanna follow me. Say goodbye to everything. Say so long.
Alrighty, welcome everyone. It's Webnebs Day, and I am here for PiP, and we are about to meet Faputa. Our words don't make sense, but the meaning does. We understand each other, and that's what matters. Our voices carried by the abyss. Mystery and shadow unfurl around our characters like inky tendrils with strange diamond-shaped eyes that look a lot like the eyes that we've seen on Faputa. Ripping away from them value? Within the village of Hollows, we've discovered that there are great powers at work in this place, with unknown consequences, seemingly very fair, but in a very strange way. And now we are slated about to meet Faputa, now titled to us Queen of the Hollows. And we know for a fact that she is that little girl from many long years ago, first encountered by Vueko and the others, before they ventured to this level. Is Vueko responsible for the strange exchange of value that pervades this space? Are the others around anywhere? And what's Faputa's deal? And what's this giant mecha suit's deal? And can we get the whistle back at any point in the foreseeable future? And can we make friends with all of these creatures without running into unsurmountable barriers of them being really weird? I don't know. But I love this season so far. I love it. This village is so cool. The ideas that we are presenting as we move deeper into the abyss and farther from the known continue to be extremely interesting. Powerful thrums of thematic resonance from the first episode into the third, as we've seen. Characters holding on to that yearning and longing, but our new cast, the ones who seem to be shaping this landscape, bound in some ways by their understandings of value, Vueko in particular, with self-valuation and the way that she puts a price on herself or sees herself as worth less. How it's all going to play out, well, we're going to find out in this episode, I think, because we're going to get some hints and clues and plot hooks and stuff, I'm sure, from this interaction that will catapult us deeper and further. But even if we don't get catapulted deeper and further, I'd be okay with just exploring the crazy market for 20 minutes. Like, I'm set. As long as it's in this landscape with these characters, I'm happy to be here for the time allotted, and it's just utterly thrilling to me that I know it's going to press on and become more elaborate and more interesting and more involved and more deep and more terrifying and more horrible and more beautiful and more lovelorn as we go through. So my thrilledness, I hope, is bubbling up because it's there, and I'm really excited. I'm gonna do a scribble, and I'm gonna go without any reference material for this and see how it goes. I'm just gonna have fun. That part's easy. Did it have a giant cannon arm? I feel like it had a giant cannon arm. I'm gonna draw it with a giant cannon arm. Feels right. Maybe an enormous claw. I don't remember. This is why I'm not using reference material, because I could just look up a picture of what the giant mech suit looks like, and that would make it really boring, because I would just draw the mech suit, and I'd actually like to draw something fun, you know? You know? Challenges the imagination. Whenever I think of a clawed mecha hand, I can't help but think of the Gurren from... It is the Gurren, right? From Code Geass? Gurren Mark II? Yeah, I think so. Confusing because it's Gurren Lagann, you know? But, no, Gurren from Code Geass and the microwave cannon and all that shebang. Love that shit. Some point, you know, it's been a solid number of years since I've watched Code Geass. Of course, I've seen the show like 4 or 5 times, so I know it pretty well. But at some point, I might want to rewatch it. Give it another glance. It's just so much fun. And then the part that I thought about, I wasn't sure if how I was gonna do this, but I'm just gonna erase after the fact, is the spinning trail of Faputa, who will spin around here and over here and through here, like this, and then up here, like this, through. So up, it goes up, back around through there, that way, through here, like this, and then spirals and spins down across the other side, foop, and will end up peeking out over here. Great. And even though she's been shrouded in darkness, I think I want to erase those pieces, not draw them in. I'm not sure. No, I'm going to fill them in instead. I'm going to see how it goes. Just going to make sure that the stroke lines go with the momentum. Sweet! Yeah, I am cool with that. Little clawed hands holding on, maybe? Yeah, something like that. Speedy little thing. Speedy little critter she is. Okay, I've drawn my version. Now it's time to meet the real deal. Faputa herself. In Made in Abyss, Golden City of the Scorching Sun, Episode 4. Thank you for joining me. There will be early access available on Patreon. 2 versions of this video, picture-in-picture, in the description. Timer on YouTube. Beep beep timer to count you down. Beep beep timer to count you down. Let's go. What a cool musical piece to start. Speech! Speech! Whoa. Speed indeed. Oh. No boundaries. Very cute. Exceedingly cute. Too many arms. Very similar to Nanachi. Yeah. Bound by a powerful protective love. Whoa! She knows you? She knows you. Hmm? Goon! What are you? Wait, is that because they can see... Wait, is it just because they can see her? Yeah. What are you, Faputa? Her form is completely mutable. A longing too fragile, too deep. Psycho no. So, Voiko's voiceover tells us that Faputa was born of a longing too shallow, too deep. Okay. What is her, like, the dynamics of her body mass? She seems to be able to just turn into a wisp. And I don't think it's just fluff, animation fluff. But she's also clearly fuzzy and a floofball. So something about being beloved while you holofy turns you into a furry? Interesting. It's crazy that I can feel like I understand this so well without understanding it at all. I don't know if that makes any sense. Old friend or new friend? Oh. Through the barrier, maybe? That's me. We'll take it. What is she carrying that's of so much value? Hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Oh, the... So no, not just curse thoughts. Tamashi no Shingo. Yeah, that. Bone Druid. Mmm. Yeah, your treasure. Maybe don't tell him that your friendships are your value. Oh, that's not what I mean, Kaja. Huh? That warm massive curse the masked man left behind? Did he break off a piece of MIDI? What the fuck? Yeah, not that part, although interesting. The masked man. She's making stacks of stuff. Oh, they're friends. Hi. I know it's not... You're you. I don't know if she knows. Well, it's not working, so... Eh? Oh, yeah, I don't like that. Mm. The diggy clawy. That is what I call a Copydon. Oh my god! Oh, it's infected. Maybe that wasn't it. She just wanted to stab you. Okay. Alright, this is weird. I don't know what that means. What is Haku? Treasure. Oh. She knows by the penis smell. Finally, we get an answer to what kind of relationship did we have? Oh, yeah. That is right. That's super weird, yeah. He said reg before, too? Living in the same time. Just drop that on you. As we leave her alone with her rock friends that haven't passed the time with her. I don't know what that means. Holy crap, I'm only way more interesting than I thought I could. Hi, big guy. You are like birds of a feather, man. Maybe go chat with him. That one weird. Don't know who you were, man. Big mystery. Huge question. Flowers of fortitude fall here. Oh, another weird effect. They make their way down here? No idea. Oh, maybe some time loopage weirdness? She said he called himself Reg beforehand, too. Yeah, the weird toilets! Uh... Uh... That's a sex toy. That's just a sex toy. Alone with the toilet. Good looking out, Lita. Feels real empty. Is that because everybody's crowding around where Faputa is? Yeah, they're all crowding around over there. What? Just get a mega bad vibe randomly? Or was that just for being loud? Fubu, helpful. Yeah, and you are a very high value, so you gotta be very careful. Social checks. Oh, nice stash. Totally unreadable. Oh, we're gathering a following. Okay. You said the word. Okay, thanks, Mantis. Please, I hope you're not leading me to a death trap. Seems like not that way, Mud. Not that way, bud. This just went really bad. You just got sold. Holy shit. Yeah, this is beyond bad. There's no escape here. Oh, you are getting full groped. Oh, and Mania's getting full torn up. Oh! Pinko! You're alive! Somehow. Thanks, what redemption? Balancing. Who's it taking from? The ones who tried to assault and rape and kill you? Yeah, it seems like it's after the people who betrayed and tried to kill you. Or rape you. Seemed like both. Why are you staring at Mania's butthole? I guess you are very butt-focused. Strange creature. How did your body turn back okay? Pup! Yeah, thanks, Pinko! Okay. Thank you so much. You've done it good. You don't know how to express yourself at all. I don't understand. Oh. Oh. Ma then. Very cute, but horrifying. Okay. Hmm. Bigger things. Hmm. Restaurant. Just a hint. Did Ma just offer to pay? Oh. Yeah, that guy's mouth looks like mine. I don't know if that's how it works. What did it used to be? Very small spoon for a very big ball. Pop? Ooh! That's the smell. Yeah, it's like eating small shellfish with a little crab fork or something. Oh, she's in love. Ooh, spicy. Please don't get addicted, literally. Oh. Oh, understanding of the food. You understood the language. Oh, she's speaking. I thought the food gave her. Okay. Huh? Belafu. We're just gonna meet. We're gonna meet the sages. Smish bang boom. That's a big one indeed. What is that? What machinery is this? Oh my god, that's him. That's Belaf. What transformed these three? And Faputa. What the fuck? Enormous. No way. What the fuck? With two eyes? Did he split? Did he split MIDI? We're gonna meet the third sage right here. Warped souls? That, like, minute of end sequence from Wazukyan reveal Straight through to Bailoff to Vueko. That was a vibe. That was such a feeling. Like we've spent enough time in this town to find out the real secrets, and all our characters cross that threshold at the same time in different places. Oh, it never works. Split up to find more information. Never works. We'll cover more ground that way. It never works. This time they made it work. Wow. Concealment, like hiding, or like lies. Whoa, what an absolute banger. Oh my god. Okay, Faputa is far more fascinating than I could have even imagined. From physicality and motion, which is just enthralling and really interesting to watch, to having an extraordinary relationship with Reg that we had no idea about, but he remembers a little bit. But it doesn't even make sense because, as he says, she named him Reg up there, so why would Faputa have a memory of Reg at all? Unless it's more complicated than that, or unless there's some fundamental truth of Reg that he just is Reg? I don't know, man. Her sudden tackle as mode of saying hello is really scary and kind of hot. It's kind of great. And we reveal once more that is a lootable character. Woo! All jokes aside, the similarities between her and Nanachi are really interesting. Nanachi's maybe better well-rounded, but nimble, agile, and powerful, capable of changing her form and shape as she does with pulling that one extra claw out. Unless that was just part of her, like a back claw that dogs have. Strange. But again, a creature that has gone through the process of holification, but has been saved by something, molded into this by something potent. And there's this distinct sense of like tightly wound worry and understanding without understanding. I said it during the OP as it played near the end. It's amazing how much I can understand without understanding, both of the languages that we don't understand and of the character interactions that are just unreadable until we have more information. It's amazing how much of the vibe comes through. Even if I'm getting it wrong, and I might be misinterpreting it, and that's okay. You can pick up on the wrong vibe, but there's just so much information from micro expressions, from character interactions, from everything, from looking at the robot hand, her calling him her precious, I think, right? My Faputa's precious. And then all of the tiny little interwoven details, like she's making these little rock structures with eyes that surround her. And that looks almost exactly like the space that Vueko is in, with these little floating bubble things with eyes. I don't know what that's about, but in a very symbolic way, she's trying to reach out and connect. But she gets really furious about what happened to his arm. Did you get hurt, Sosu? I don't know what Sosu means still. Regu. Memories of her. Clearly, we've met before. She's seen you and is worried about you. she is the one who left the note, almost certainly. And then big boy with the googer doesn't like lots of eyes. Or is it because they're seeing her butt? Or both. Maybe both. So we whip away. And here we get that, like, she leaves tendrils of herself behind all over the place. It's just a slowly whipping, folded, weird, like a sheet. She's like a sheet. What the hell is going on in this village, y'all? What is going on in this village? This layer is so interesting. I love that we're spending so much time here. It gives us such a cool chance to build out a different kind of story. In one location, solid setting, mysteries going on, everything spiraling around it, crossing boundaries of time and space to create mysteries that transcend. Fua fua, inioi fua fua. I love it. You have yet to trade your value in. It always knows because it looks at the signals of the soul, not just the head. So she was thinking what I think I was thinking, which was that it's the curse stuff, feeling the mind vibes, but the curse doesn't really work in here, so it can't really be that. Signals of the soul includes one's connections. So maybe it's the same force that creates that love or bonding, but whatever is running here in this layer is actually able to interpret it. And he says that you can't deceive those signals of the soul, and she counterpoints with the knowledge that there are people who believe their own lies, and his answer is, if one truly believes their own lies, that is their truth, and it's just the same thing. If they can fool themselves with their own words, then that is their truth. And it will become a signal of the soul before long. So what are your values? Mitty and the others. And he recognizes Mitty. Kaja wants her too, but how do you know her? Bailoff is using her. Wait, what? What are you talking about? Mitty. The warm mass of curse. So different from a hollow. The one force was dividing the two things. It went all into Nanachi and all into Mitty. All of the rebound of the curse, and she got only blessing. They're two sides of a coin. So when he says that's a warm mass of curse because Mitty was hit with only curse, and Nanachi with mostly blessing. Something like that. Whoa. And suddenly our multiple storylines are engaged. Gotta go find Mitty. So she's making goop towers with eyes on them. I guess they have 3 eyes. It's weird. It's a weird thing to be doing. She's really pretty. It's a very strange character design, but a very enticing one. Very cute. And very interesting because of her insane mobility and incredible strength, obviously. I've forgotten a lot. I certainly don't remember this. But she knows him as Reg. This is very funny. Show me that as well. Sniff, sniff. And of course, we take the opportunity to make it a little bit sexual. Maybe a little bit more than a little bit sexual. Honestly, maybe they've had a thing for like 100 years. Who knows? This is a crazy, horrifying, sexy Capedon. This is a whole thing. Realizes that he is the same Reg. And then takes his leave. Going to go live his life in the same time as the human girl. And thus, condemn himself to the same fate of all immortal characters who have strong relationships with mortals. They die, you don't. And she looks at him as though that's going to stop him. And maybe it stopped her. I don't know. But it suddenly hits him. And this scene is beautiful with the rays of light scintillating in and the little rocks around. And these carved out cubbies. Very strange things you're doing here, Faputa. And then she is racked with emotion as he leaves. Unable to stop him from going, unable to change it. And I don't know what she says. Some facing off with the weird landscape, and some beautiful reused and maybe newly used music? No, it's reused. As he discovers eternal fortune scattering down and wonders why the hell that's happening. Some really gross toilet humor? Potty humor. Might feel really nice. Might feel really nice, I don't know. They got it's not a bidet, but it's as close as you're gonna get down here. And we find out that this village can be real sinister despite the trade. I wonder if they had managed to simply kill and consume her or whatnot, would there have been a backfire upon them? Because value is valued by someone. If that person doesn't exist anymore, does it work? I don't know. Either way, she meets some nice men in a shady alley who very casually follow her to another shady alley where some very large, very scary monsters wait, and Rico is not prepared at all for being a child in a place with people who might actually have sinister intentions. And they have insanely sinister intentions. This guy is, this is the most perfect incarnation of the ugly bastard trope as not an ugly bastard. You know mean? And it's, they want her parts. They want her body in every most sinister way that could mean in a place like this. And we are saved only in the nick of time by Ma, seemingly just to redeem Ma's self, which is wonderful. You big booty cutie. Thank you so much for coming in and saving Mania and preventing Rico from getting tentacle raped and causing all of them to get... It's fair game, y'all. An eye for an eye, a tentacle for a tentacle. Ma fully losing their shit as we leave them behind was so sad to me because I couldn't interpret it. This creature is in pain and I don't know why, and I don't know how to stop it. But Rico does. That's why Rico is our protagonist. So here we begin to split our paths for real. Rico's going one direction, into the market, Nanachi another, and Reg, of course, a third. Sitting at the bar, eating weird slug meats. She's motioned over to a big shot who speaks the human language. Wazukyan of the Three Sages. Deeply altered. He looks like a character from Hollow Knight. He looks like a Hollow Knight character. Become other. And yet he is still Wazukyan. Through a strange door. An enormous solar serpentine form wearing great mask with empty eyes. Porcelain and perfect. Serpentine. And next to him, your treasure. Something you already gave up, and indeed sacrificed everything to destroy. You find that it was not gone, but was down here this whole time. Did Bone Druid, as part of his insane experiment, split MIDI? If so, why does this one have 2 eyes? Why? How? Or is it something else? Something stranger? Voiko speaks to us once one has finally found their treasure. What they value will shift and their journey will end. Rather sinister. But of course, it's true when you're seeking out a most powerful goal, a highest value. That becomes your goal. And we've talked many times on this channel about setting a great goal for yourself and crossing that finish line and finding yourself over open air and needing to change greatly. But I don't know if that's what Voiko means. And I don't know what her ideas and ideals have made manifest around her. Chained, collared, nude, surrounded by sludgy creatures and tendrils, smiling sadly at them. Pleasantly, but sadly. I have no idea at all. So cool. So fucking cool. The last minute of the episode with the bam, bam, bam reveal. All of the characters have been wildly changed. With, I guess, the exception of Voiko, she looks mostly like herself. Minus her surroundings. And none of them in. Well, maybe Wazukyan will be able to speak to us. Maybe Belaf will tell us great stories. They're here. They founded this place. And they still live in it. From millennia ago. If there's anyone who can help us unpack the changes that have been happening in the Abyss from a perspective that we, as short-lived mortal human children, could never see, it is these sages, now actually old enough to live up to their name. What a cool development. I can't keep it in. It's so exciting. This show is awesome. Thank you so much for watching this episode with me. I'll catch you next week for the next one. Much love. Early access on the Patreon. Peace.